not watch the Texas Pro. Did you see the results?
Absolutely. I saw everything.
Well, of course you did. Wait, so what should I share the screen and bring up the pictures?
Yeah, so go to Bodybuilding Nation.
Always. All right, guys, this is episode 2, 3, whatever, it doesn't matter. The first thing we're going to talk about is the Texas Pro, which was last weekend. And I'm going to, we got to talk some bodybuilding on this. I'm going to share my screen. All right, so can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Bodybuilding Nation and scroll down.
Bodybuilding Nation, scroll down. Okay, so we had the top 3. I forgot who I predicted. I know I predicted.
Right there, your recent. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, go down. Wow, I haven't been on Instagram on a computer in so long. It looks so different. Keep going.
So where'd you? Oh, okay.
Right there's Andrew Jack, the finals routine. You scroll.
Oh, here we go. So, Andrew Jack was the winner. We should get
Ryan, look at this guy. Ryan. This is
that's who Ryan predicted.
That's who I predicted to win too. He's a modern day Flex Wheeler, and dude, this guy's gonna win Olympians. I don't think he's just gonna win one either. I think he's gonna win a few.
I don't know if he's gonna win Olympias, bro, because it's so competitive. But
dude,
he has the potential to.
Dude, this guy. It depends. I mean, this guy obviously could. Julian's right. He could if he wants to, for sure.
He does want to.
Well, he needs to get a little tighter. Would you not agree? He needs to be a little drier.
Just from the back, his hamstrings and back need a little more conditioning. But he's coached by Chris Aceto. He's trained by Chris Psycho Lewis. That's Sean Roden's team, who we won an Olympia with in 2018. This guy has the right team to do it. And
I think he'll look drier and harder once he just gets more muscle. Like, this guy has like the freak just genetic muscle that he probably doesn't have as much like density because he hasn't trained as long as some of these other guys.
Dude, he has some of the best genetics ever.
Yeah, he has crazy shit.
Yes.
He has Sergio Oliva genetics. Oliva genetics.
The OG Sergio Oliva.
Yeah.
Not the junior.
Like some of the best.
No disrespect to Sergio Oliva.
Show him second place, Hunter.
Okay, so Hunter Labrada got second. I think I predicted Hunter to win.
Yeah, you thought he was going to win.
Oh, I did. Yeah, you see my comment.
Looked a little bloated in the midsection for me, but
this is finals though.
I feel like Andrew outposed him.
He looks bloated here. He looks watery here, but this is finals.
His midsection's a little bloated. He still looks phenomenal, but you could see why he lost. But it was a close one. And then we have
looks
classic
improved.
Well.
Say that again.
There's also the classic in 212. Keon won 212.
Well, hold up. Did you get Carlos Thomas or no?
He didn't. He didn't really. He missed the mark on conditioning, but he didn't have.
Okay.
So go to
Keon won 212.
This guy could compete in open and win.
I think he used to. So this guy is kind of like a head case. He pulled out of Olympia because from mental health. So.
You know what it is? He has a lot of pressure because he's supposed to be so great.
Yeah, he's a head case.
He has Andrew Jack genetics.
Yeah.
After we just saw, these are some of the best physiques in bodybuilding right now.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. How was the lineup in 212? I didn't really follow the 212 that much.
It was the lineup could have been a little stronger, but it was a one-man show. Basically, Keon won hands down.
And then classic, which I don't know. Oh shit! Okay.
He came in third. This Asian guy won classic.
Why didn't you post the winner?
I couldn't find a good video. Only photos.
We saw this guy at Elevation, Ryan.
Yeah.
Wait.
Cool.
Should we rat him out? Oh no, we should.
Oh my God, are you gonna do that?
We should because it's funny, and because he has a reputation for being.
We have a witness. Our friend Dustin's a witness.
Who?
Dustin.
Oh, Foul. We have a funny story. You tell the story.
No. You talk this shit. I'm good.
Well, I don't believe it. So what? No, the guy asked him to work. Oh no, the guy asked him. So it was that downtown elevation, and somebody asked Logan Franklin if they could work in, and he said,
No,
"What
they
he
said
said."
how many sets?
Oh no, he said how many sets, and Logan Franklin said, "When I'm done."
I mean, look how I might say that shit too if I looked like that.
No, I know it's just funny. He actually was very impressive in person. Obviously, all these guys are impressive. So what do you think? I did want to talk a little bit about bodybuilding. So people who know nothing about bodybuilding, why did Andrew Jack? Why did this guy beat this guy?
Well, I'm gonna say the most determining factor is shape and insertions.
Shape and insertion. So what do you mean by insertions? I know what you mean, but
So like his muscle bellies, how round they are, and I also think he outposed them because when Andrew was posing, he made it look easy. Hunter was he was flexing a little too hard. You're just supposed to contract the muscle, not full out flex.
Oh, it's just Texas pro too. Okay. Oh, this is his posing routine.
He's a really good poser. Look how relaxed he is. And look how he's posing with ease. He's making it look easy. Like Chris Cycle Lewis had him posing in 120-degree sauna for rounds. So when he goes on stage, it's a breeze for him.
Wait. He had him posing in a sauna?
Yeah, he does his posing rounds in a sauna, sweats his ass off.
I've never heard of that.
That's Chris Cycle Lewis is known for that.
They pose in a sauna. I mean, I understand the concept.
They'll go in the posing room and they'll turn the heat on. They'll put heaters in the posing room.
Gotcha. No, he was like an OG at Gold's Venice.
Dude, Chris is legit, man. One of the best trainers.
Yeah. I would always see him when I lived there, and he would always be covered up,
Big guys are always covered up.
Oh no, I know, but that's just one thing that stood out about me. And he was always I've never actually seen him train. He was always training people. I mean, obviously, he's
I actually never seen him train either. He's always
I've never seen him train.
Wow. Really, look at this split, Ryan. Ryan, look at this pose.
That's insane.
That's Flex Wheeler. Flex Wheeler.
Yeah, he did that.
Holy shit! All right, I guess that's good for bodybuilding today.
So do you?
Oh wait! I want to show you guys. Can you go to Regan's photo? Go down. I want to show Ryan this. Then we could go to fitness.
Well, this is filtered to
Dude,
shit.
No, but bro,
I love Regan, but
it's filtered a little bit. But this is a gnarly shot. This is one of the craziest bodybuilding photos I've seen in a while.
Ryan knows who Regan is.
It looks like Dorian Yates.
Dorian Yates liked this post on bodybuilding.
Wait, what's the swipe right? Okay.
The back double. Dorian Yates liked this post. So the back day GOAT liked this back photo. This is a very impressive shot.
Yeah, his back is crazy.
That back lat spread, how he's posing it with his arms behind him, looks crazy. And look, his waist, he has no waist.
I mean, it's crazy. But I don't think he's a top.
No, dude, he has Mr. Olympia potential still to win it all, 100%.
No, I totally.
Oh my, dude, he has the potential.
Well, I mean, I think he does more of this.
He's a 6-footer. He's doing it the healthy way. He just needs time. He's still young. He's not even 30. He's my age.
Dude, that guy will never beat Andrew Jack, though, Ty.
Yeah, he's not Mr. Olympia.
He could compete with Andrew Jack. He could compete with him. I don't know if he's ever going to beat him.
The potential is completely different for those two.
Yeah. I think he could be a top 6 guy, but dude, he's more of like a social guy. He's not all like social media guy. He's not.
They call him an Instagram bodybuilder. That's the joke.
Yeah.
Nick Walker calls him that.
I don't know if I'd call him Instagram bodybuilder. That's a little. I mean, he's a pretty legit bodybuilder. Yeah, that guy was bodybuilder.
I've been going ham on. Dude, I've been posting like crazy lately.
So all you posted was reels?
Yeah, I'm focused on reels right now. Max collab reels. You know, it'd be cool. We could bring other page owners on the podcast as guests eventually, like Jim Fail.
I'm gonna stop sharing for a second. Yeah, so apparently Jim Fails is. If I can get him again. Apparently Jim Fails is 35.
He's 35 years old?
That's what Lucas said. Yeah.
Oh wow.
And well, I guess so. He's our age, or he's my age. He's me and Ryan's age.
He's your age, yeah.
Yeah, he's 35, and he's full time though. I mean, dude, he does a lot of shouts too in his stories.
Yeah, he kills it. He kills it.
Yeah, he kills it. He kills it. Okay, so next thing I want to talk about was, well, first of all, football season starts in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I got my Brian. Are you in fantasy football?
Yeah.
I have my draft after the last preseason game. I won the league last year.
Nice.
You won.
First time I won fantasy football. Remember? I was in my. Yes, we went out.
What did you win?
You win money. I think I won $3K.
Holy shit! Really?
What was the buy-in and how many teams?
It was 12 teams, $250 each. So how much is
Dang, that's expensive.
12 teams, $250 each.
Dude, most leagues are 50 or 100.
No, this one's serious. This league has been going a decade. This is my college fraternity league. This league has been going 10 years. Yeah, it's nuts. It's serious.
So did you guys already did your draft for this year?
No, we're doing it after preseason because people get so there's their ACL every preseason. Some big name.
Yeah.
So we can't draft yet.
So who's your team? The Eagles?
So my favorite teams are the Eagles, the Giants, which is very hard to do. I'm from New York, but I went to college in Philadelphia. So if you're in Philly, you're forced to like the Eagles. It's like they bleed green, So I like the Giants, the Eagles, and the Raiders. Those are the teams I watch.
Giants, Eagles, and Raiders. Okay, what about you, Ryan? Well, obviously Chiefs.
Oh, do you have season tickets?
So
no, dude, I'm poor. I can't do that shit.
So Ryan was a Chiefs fan, though. Dude, they used to. I remember watching when they had Gerbach. Gerbach.
Yeah, dude. I grew up hating Gerbach because I started Gerbach over Gannon because Gerbach had the big arm.
The Chiefs used to suck. Remember
they were good whenever I was a kid. Then they sucked for a while, and then we got Andy Reid.
Wait, who'd you say? Remember, Julian?
Alex Smith.
Oh, of course.
He killed it for the Chiefs.
Yeah, we got Andy Reid, and Andy Reid's first trade was to get Alex Smith just because he was smart and could actually run his offense.
So
the best coaches in the league, 100%.
Oh yeah.
Maybe the best defensive coach in the league.
Andy Reid's absolutely the best offensive coach for sure, and he's also a great manager of people too.
I gotta say something about the Chiefs. This is why I wanted to talk about the Chiefs. I'm worried about their roster. They have a shitty roster, bro. Like, you have Mahomes, Kelsey, and that's it. No defense, no pass catchers. You have a decent running back room, but you need like a wide receiver.
Don't they have the guy from the Steelers?
They have Juju Smith, who
He went to the Patriots.
The Patriots gave him $50 million. Patriots gave him $50 million.
Wow.
Juju Smith.
So Julian, do you follow baseball? Like, how well do you follow baseball? Like, are you aware? I mean, you said you're a Yankees fan, so you're aware that like the Yankees suck because they're spending a bunch of money, right? And all the better teams are going young.
Are you relating this to the Chiefs?
So that's basically what the Chiefs are doing. The Chiefs are smart. We paid money for Pat, and then we're not paying anybody else, and all we're doing is going young, and younger. Like, we had 3 rookie defensive backs last year. Like, and that's why we're not even paying Chris Jones this year. They're actually being geniuses about it because they're not paying any big contracts, and they're just getting as much draft capital as they can and just getting more and more young guys.
Let's build for the future, yeah.
Yeah, and then bring in a few veterans. Like, then the Chiefs will always be able to add some veterans for cheaper because they want to win a championship. So bringing in a guy like Danny Tranquil, like that's a great linebacker that can cover. So that's gonna be a huge help for us. So we've upgraded at linebacker. Our
you have
defensive
no defense.
Huh?
You guys have Chris Jones, and that's it on defense.
Yeah, Chris Jones is our best player, but we had a great defense last year. The only reason we beat the Bengals was because of the defense last year.
Yeah, but your secondary gets burned. You guys are
our secondary is great. We had a bunch of rookies last year. They're only going to get better.
You don't want rookies as corners in this league. It's a pass.
You just want a Super Bowl with rookies.
Well, I was going to say that.
Good.
So actually, this is a. So do you think football is if you have one star player? Like in basketball, you got LeBron James. You can, win a
football is the most team sport ever.
Yeah, so it's totally different.
That's so wrong. The only thing that matters in football is quarterback.
No, coaching is big in football. The X's and O's.
But still, the reason the Chiefs are good, the reason the Chiefs are Super Bowl winners is Pat Mahomes.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, if Pat Mahomes is not the quarterback.
Like the Eagles had such a better roster everywhere, and they have a really good coach too. But the difference is Pat and I mean, yeah. I mean, I think it's not just Pat because it's Andy Reid and it's Travis Kelce. You have two amazing players right there. So it's not like,
what you guys have? You guys have one of the best O lines in the league.
We do prioritize offensive line, absolutely, and that's what we spent money on. We actually spent money on two new tackles.
You guys invested in O line and Pat. That's it, basically.
Because Orlando Brown was awful. They had to scheme around Orlando Brown. And Andy Reid, the one thing Andy Reid likes to have too is guys who can do and on defense, Spags is kind of the same way. Is they want guys that they would rather have guys that don't mess up, like that can kind of and can do multiple things. Like our running back, we actually like so much that Jerick McKinnon, who is like nobody wanted him, that he can receive, he can run, and pass block. Yeah.
Who's the Chiefs running back this year? Who's their main running back?
So Isaiah Pacheco's their guy who will be running most of the year because he's a beast.
Runs hard.
Yeah, but then we have Clyde Edwards-Helaire who can do a little bit of everything, and then Jerick McKinnon's their smart guy that literally can do. He's just a guy who he knows their system the best. He's like as smart as like Pat is, so like he's always in the right spot, and so but he's a veteran. He's like 31, which is super old for a running back.
Very old.
Yeah, and so we'll barely play him in the regular season. Like last year, he didn't do anything. Then had like 7 touchdowns the last like 3 or 4 weeks, and then played pretty good in the playoffs too.
Who was the returner that would always drop the ball that they would?
Sky Moore. But that's like, dude. But there's another guy who's going to be a stud this year. He's a good wide receiver.
You know what? He will be better this year.
Yeah, they had him back returning punts, and he never returned punts before. So that was just Yeah, they were trying to make him do because a lot of wide receivers are like that. They'll just go back there and catch punts. But I mean, I know like Lucas and Julian. Did you play baseball?
No, I didn't play baseball.
Oh, I could only play catcher, bro. I couldn't play anything else. I was a decent catcher, but I couldn't even catch a fly ball.
I played softball.
Yeah, like tracking a fly ball is different. Like
it's totally different.
Yeah,
intramural softball.
Totally
so did you play outfield at all, Julian?
I was outfield and number 5 hitter. I was a big hitter.
So did it take a while to adjust to tracking the ball in the outfield?
No, because I have good speed. That's why they put me out there.
Yes.
And I had a good arm, so I could throw from outfield to home plate.
But did you see some good athletes that would struggle tracking the ball in the outfield, though?
Oh, I've seen some kid get hit in the face.
Yeah.
And then knock his tooth out. I've seen
and I think that's how it was. Like, obviously, a lot of athletes, because I still play softball too, and some of the best softball players are football players that didn't even play baseball, but they go in the outfield and then they actually learn the softball swing, which is a little bit different. But then you have some guys like how Sky Moore was, where they just can't track the ball in the outfield. They just can't play outfield.
I've never had an issue with that. I have good hand-eye coordination, I guess. But I've always been able to get under a ball, catch it, close your hand as it's coming in. Like, I've never had an issue with it.
Ryan, what sports you play in high school? You didn't play sports, did you?
I didn't play any high school. I didn't play anything in high school, no. I played, yeah.
And then, Julian, what'd you play?
Basketball, soccer, golf.
Basketball, soccer, golf. For the school, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I played baseball and football for like 15 years, both. So my next thing is, what do you guys? What's the difference between training for bodybuilding and training for sports? That's actually a super common question I get. You know, because the average person, you know, just want to look better, but then you may have somebody who wants to improve their athletic performance. I actually had somebody the other day. Oh, golf. He was like, bro, what can I do for golf? And I was like, I mean, I can help you get in better shape, bro, but I don't see a golf coach.
Get a strong core in golf because you're swinging.
Yeah, swinging. Okay.
All four.
So what's the difference though between training for performance versus physique?
It's so different. Who wants to go first? It's so different. It's like opposite almost. I guess I'll. So
yeah, you go first.
Your training is more pump and strength centric, I would say. Like you want to get crazy pumps. You want to do workouts where you're contracting the muscle and getting as much blood into the muscle as possible, making the muscle expand, and then you want to recover and fuel that muscle after. When you're training performance, you're training more cardiovascular conditioning, more for your health. So it's not really about muscle per se. It's more about athleticism.
What about the exercises though?
So yeah, sports would be way more running. You know, you do way more running and jumping, like more athletic exercises. Like
I guess it depends on what sport you're playing too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because for football, we did not bodybuilding, but we did pretty much bodybuilding movements. Add power clean, add snatch, or some Olympic weightlifting.
So how did Michael Jordan train?
I have no idea. Michael Jordan
trained like a fucking bodybuilder.
He did a bodybuilding split?
Yes, sir.
No way.
So did Kobe Bryant. Michael Jordan, dude, in that whole generation, dude, you had to be a badass. If you still want muscle, you got it. The bodybuilding is still the best way to gain muscle.
Physical.
Because Michael Jordan didn't have to train to jump higher.
Yeah,
that's true. Because genetics.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what those guys did. I know, like,
I did a lot of jumps.
A lot of what?
Box jumps where you jump onto a platform.
Yeah, a lot of functional training.
Yeah,
I know LeBron and they'll do resistance training.
Yeah,
but it's not a bodybuilding split per se. It's like upper, lower, very low volume.
He does Pilates. LeBron does Pilates, bro.
I mean, LeBron is another level.
He's a genetic. He could do anything.
I think what Julian's kind of. I think it depends on what the question is. I think Lucas is. Well, I mean, I guess maybe Lucas could clarify the question. Yeah. So there's a big difference between trying to get more athletic and trying to get bigger.
So for somebody watching this who wants to more athletic and get bigger or just get in better shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for example, Michael Jordan was lifting to get bigger. He wanted to get bigger and stronger. That was his only goal.
Yeah. And then he did his basketball stuff. Yeah, so what I told this golf guy...
Because the Pistons were beating the shit out of him, so he had to get bigger and stronger.
That makes sense. Well, this was literally yesterday at the gym. This golf guy, he was like... I met him through somebody else, and I was like, bro, well, if you're going to be in better shape, you're probably going to be a better golfer. And he was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense if I'm light. And he wasn't even that heavy. But I was like, if you're lighter, you're probably going to be a better golfer, but probably don't focus so much on weights because you don't really need to be like.
How did Tiger Woods train? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to do chest one day, back one day, shoulders one day.
That's how Tiger Woods trained.
Does he?
Back in the day.
I told this guy push-pull legs and then cardio.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, but again, Tiger Woods was trying to get stronger. And Tiger Woods actually was trying to look better too. Because Tiger Woods, I don't know how much you know about him, but he was talking about mental cases. Whereas, like you mentioned, LeBron, like LeBron's main point.
Wait, why do you say? What do you mean? Was he a weakling? What do you mean he was trying to get
Tiger Woods?
Yeah, he's a freak. So he was already.
Yeah, but he has like daddy issues and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I've read a lot about those guys and stuff. So like Tiger Woods is like whenever he was cheating on his wife and stuff, like his dad was like a serial cheater. So like, dude, there's Tiger Woods,
so saying he was lifting
trying to be like a Marine or something, dude. Tiger Woods has a lot.
But he's a legend. He was zanned out and crashed his car after doing flow with two white chicks.
Yeah, dude.
Tiger
Woods has Yeah, he had a lot of issues, but...
He didn't do that. Hold on. You
didn't know
misquoted
that.
facts. They didn't say blow, bro. They said he was zanned out.
But he most likely doing a couple nose blowies.
And yeah, Tiger Woods is well. See, so that's why people like him though, because dude, I don't know anybody who doesn't like
It's
him.
relatable. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's relatable.
And
Everyone loves
I'm
him.
pretty sure his ex-wife
half
didn't like
Filipino.
him.
Tiger Woods
Wait,
is half Filipino, half black. I'm half Filipino, so I've always related with him because of that.
That is kind of interesting how dude, even my dad, brother, I mean, everyone loves Tiger Woods.
Dude, everyone respects Tiger Woods. He's the best.
Because
he's a GOAT of something. Whenever you're
that's not why they love him though, bro. They love him because he seems like a normal person.
He doesn't seem like a normal person at all.
Dude, when he crashed his car zanned out, I'm sure some people can relate to that. Like,
I'm pretty sure normal people don't bang 5 girls in one night and go crash their car.
no, but I'm saying that
What are you
people
talking
on the outside probably think he's like a perfect dude. And then when they find out he's got all these fucked up problems, like, oh shit.
If you were listening, do not do any sort of Xanax unless you have prescribed from a doctor for anxiety.
Definitely don't drive on Xanax.
Pharmaceutical drugs are horrible for you. Very addictive.
Definitely don't drive. Hold on, I was gonna ask something for the Tiger Woods thing. Tiger Woods. Okay, so Tiger Woods. Oh no, so the golf guy just told him, if you lose weight, you're gonna be better at golf. But to actually improve your skills at golf, you need to see a golf coach. Being in better shape is going to help you perform better in any sport. That's kind of obvious. But oh no, you know what he said? He was like, "Oh, these guys," and this guy was like, not a pro, but he's like a real golfer, and he was like, "Oh, these guys now are in really good shape." And I brought up Brooks Koepka just because I've heard of him. And he's like, oh, no, he's fat compared to these guys. And I said Dustin Johnson. And he was like, oh, he's a beast.
Well, I think anytime somebody says somebody in shape, though, like that's completely different than like what we think of.
No, he meant physique shape, bro. Which they are. I mean, I actually watched golf.
Yeah, but even
probably more than you guys.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess, I think what I was gonna say was, if he's not working out at all, then yeah, it doesn't need to be super complicated. You can do a basic bodybuilding type workout.
He's not working out at all. This guy's
dude, that's what I would suggest because I think, especially for older people, I think the bodybuilding style of lifting lighter and for a pump. I mean, I would rather some 35-year-old guy be doing that than trying to do box jumps or fucking some CrossFit hurdles or stuff. I actually think bodybuilding, especially if you do it correctly, which is the lighter weights and the pump is the best way to strengthen the muscle, because you're literally just strengthening the muscle and you're not stressing the tendons. Like you can't have that guy who's 35 and out of shape trying to do like quick lateral movements. He's gonna pull something.
Oh no. When you say bodybuilding, though, clarify what you mean.
To me, whenever you say bodybuilding style, it's like whether you're doing 5 days or 6 days, you're basically training one body part a week.
Yeah, 1 to 2 body parts split, 4 to 6.
And then also low intensity cardio. That I always include that whenever you say bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Long duration, low intensity cardio.
Yeah. That's what I tell people who have more muscle mass. If you just want to lose a lot of weight, it is fine. But I always tell people, if you're a big dude with a lot of muscle or girl with a lot of muscle and just want to burn fat and hold on to your muscle, steady state by far is the best. Most people just don't have an hour or 2 hours a day to cardio.
There's not that much wear and tear on your joints in steady state.
Exactly. Man, I skipped over the. Okay, so we got Julian's teams. Well, first of all, what's your guys' favorite sport? Because football's coming up.
Is bodybuilding a sport?
Bodybuilding is not a sport.
Bodybuilding's not a sport, bro.
So what is it?
Bodybuilding's a performance.
It's a pageant.
It's a pageant.
It is
a beauty pageant.
But I mean, it's a thing you can. It's a endeavor that you can follow. Yeah, it's a performance.
But
I wouldn't call it
a
a
skill.
sport,
It's an art. It's an art. That's what it is. It's an
but
art.
it's competition. It's competition.
Yes, competition. Yeah.
Well, yeah, people compete in art all the time.
No, this is excluding bodybuilding. What's your favorite real sport? Bodybuilding's not a real sport. Well, it's not because it's not. It's a
To play
pageant.
or watch?
No, watch. No, watch. So football season's coming up.
I would say NFL or UFC for me.
Okay. What about you, Ryan?
Man, I mean, a good UFC fight, like people that are in a brawl.
Dude, there's
nothing better than a real UFC fight.
Dude,
in person or on TV?
On TV for sure.
I saw the odds. I think he is for sure coming by the end of the year.
Now in person, there's nothing in person. It's Arrowhead, and then it's a hockey game. Those are the
hockey.
Dude, yeah, in person basketball is good too.
In person basketball sucks. It's
it's indoors. You know,
hockey's indoors.
But basketball is the one sport that isn't better in person. It's the same as being on TV. Like football is dramatically different. Actually, UFC's better on TV too.
UFC is better on TV. Basketball.
Have you been to UFC?
Person.
Yeah.
You see how tall
you've been to a UFC event?
Yeah, in Wichita with Kevin. It wasn't like a huge one. It was Derek Lewis knocked out Junior Dos Santos or whatever.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Kevin used to train at Glory, so one of the guys he trained with or at the same place or whatever was fighting, so we wouldn't watch him.
The guy who's going to prison now.
No, it wasn't Krause. It was somebody else. But yeah, it was at Krause's place. He's not actually going to prison, is he?
No, I haven't followed. I honestly haven't followed UFC as much as I did like when I lived in Kansas City. I mean, I still keep up with it a little bit. I know I don't know the Krause situation, but I know Tyson Fury is fighting Francis in Ghana.
That's not UFC though. That's boxing.
Yeah, it's boxing. Well, UFC. I mean, dude, it's not about even UFC anymore. Dylan Dennis is fighting Logan Paul.
Boxing.
That's not real shit though. That's the major problem with UFC and boxing to some degree is the best people don't fight. That's the worst thing about it. That's why I said an actual fucking good fight is UFC. But as far as the organization, the reason the NFL is king is because of how well it's organized. It has the salary cap and the salary cap floor. It's by far the best balanced.
I think the NFL is the best because the Super Bowl is the most viewed sports event.
Well, it's also you only have to do it once a week. That's a big one too. Yeah. So it makes the events bigger. But the biggest reason is as much as the Raiders suck the Raiders are a bad example because they're such a horrible example. But horrible organization. But most of these teams, like they suck, and then 2 or 3 years later, they're good. Like the Chiefs went 2-14, got Andy Reid, and we've been to the playoffs 11 of the 12 years or whatever. Like and same thing with the Eagles. The Eagles are a completely different team now than they were in the Super Bowl 6 years ago. You know, like
dude, I
like the turnover is insane in the NFL. How quickly people turn around. I mean, the Jaguars are back. We're talking about the Lions this year. Like
Jaguars.
Trevor Lawrence
is good.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence. These teams like the Royals didn't make the playoffs for 30 years. Like the Pirates.
See, that was insane.
Yeah, like in baseball, the Mariners last year made the playoffs after not being in there for 20 years or whatever. Like,
so why is that though? Because the salary cap?
Yeah, because the salary cap and salary.
That's the problem I have with baseball. There's no salary cap. Why does baseball not have a salary cap?
I don't know, because they have the strongest union. And
so whoever has the most money will have the best team.
That's not necessarily true.
That's not true anymore. Not since steroids, because they're slow to react. Like the Yankees.
Bro, but that's kind of the same in anything. If the business has the most money, they're probably gonna be able to acquire the most assets, marketing team to be the biggest.
Yeah, and that's why the NFL's better because they realized that they shut that down, and now the whole nation likes it instead of just being a bunch of Giants fans or whatever.
Yeah. So you guys
think about NFL, Ryan. What do you think of the Thursday night game? Do you think that's unfair or?
Nah, I mean, that's
Amazon?
an example. The Thursday night game's terrible. And that's where the NFL, I think, needs to be careful because you can screw yourselves. Like they have a great thing going and they keep trying to if you keep going for more money, eventually it catches up to you.
So, yeah, they added a game to the schedule. They took away
I forgot about that. They added 17 games now.
Yeah, so more games, more money. But the Thursday night game, I mean, as a fan, I like it. But for the players,
that the Amazon game?
Yeah.
I can't even watch the Thursday night games now.
If it's a good game, I'll watch the primetime games. Do you have Red Zone, Ryan?
No, dude, I don't pay anything for TV anymore.
Yeah, me either. I don't even have cable right now.
So you watch the Chiefs on local cable?
Yeah, Chiefs, and that's another thing that the NFL has really well. They can watch all the local games. The Royals would still be watched, but you can't even get them on local TV.
Oh, they're that shit, huh?
They don't understand brand management.
Yeah, you're right.
No, you can't. That's the same with the Cardinals. Now, I have no idea about the Marlins.
Let me ask you guys one thing. Which sport is the highest paying for a professional athlete?
To the athlete?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's a good question.
I think it's baseball or soccer.
Oh,
in the world, yeah, it's soccer for sure.
Well,
yeah.
Messi, is in Miami now, and I guess he's
hours, baby.
I guess he's like tearing it up too. I mean, I have no idea. I don't follow soccer.
Guys,
but
who doesn't go out in Miami? You got to go out in Miami.
What does that have to do with Messi?
He's out and about. He's taking David. He's going to dinner at Gecko. It's lit on Sunday, like.
And I know he got a percentage of the league or something. A percentage of the
paying soccer players billions of dollars.
Yeah.
It's the highest paying. You should make Garrett play soccer, Ryan.
No.
Not in America.
Actually, I don't mind soccer. I don't understand soccer's rules though. Like I don't understand the point of offsides. It's like in hockey. As much as I like hockey and I got into hockey because we were out in Vegas, I don't understand why you need to have offsides. All it does is make there less scoring.
It's
why do you want less scoring?
You understand offsides in the NFL? It's the same thing.
No, it's not. Offsides in the NFL makes
one team
stand on one side than the other.
Even.
In soccer, it's completely different because you can't run all over the place. That's like in the NBA, they're being offside and saying like you can't run past. There's no fast breaks.
Well,
NFL is completely different. NFL, you're organized so your team starts over here and then you go at each other. Soccer.
So the point of offsides is making it an even playing field, making sure both players start at the same time, same amount of distance. It's just a little different, but it's making it an even playing field. Offsides.
I just don't like soccer because it's boring.
There'd be way more goals if there wasn't all
this.
Maybe you should get rid of that. You're right.
Like hockey is a small arena.
Three teams, they'll just have a guy cherry pick and one of
cherry pick. I hate those. You're a cherry picker.
That was who's the best ball? LaMelo in high school scored like 90 or 100 or something.
Yeah, because he just cherry picked. He go for steals at half court.
I like stuff like that.
What?
What do you think of LaMelo Ball? I think he's really good.
LaMelo's great. Yeah, if their dad hadn't have screwed him by making terrible basketball shoes, now they're always hurt.
Wait, LaMelo is the rookie who won rookie.
He's not a rookie anymore. He's been around.
Not anymore.
Second year.
So is he only the
second year?
Going into his third year.
I mean, dude, the thing about LaMelo and Lonzo, they both know how to play, though.
Lonzo's not good.
Lonzo is great.
He's not as good of a shooter.
He's not as good as LaMelo.
Lonzo got himself up to like 40% his last year before he hurt his knee.
Lonzo's jump shot is disgusting looking.
I mean, he shot 40% in the NBA, so.
Lonzo poor man's Jason Kidd.
That's still a great player.
Yeah, that's actually a great comparison.
Is a superstar in the league. Superstar.
Yes, absolutely. So he grew He had a huge growth spurt.
These kids are still teenagers, and the NBA, they're like 19, 20.
Yeah.
They say men don't stop growing until 25. That's what they say.
I stopped growing in 8th grade, but that might have been because I smoked so much weed.
No, but no,
Or if you take testosterone.
You're tall though, dude. You're over 6 foot.
You're saying you still grow at 25?
I mean, everybody's different. A lot of people,
Everyone is this.
everybody grows at different rates.
That's what they say.
Tons of these guys keep growing through college for sure.
If you take a bunch of growth hormone, you might grow a couple inches too.
Pretty sure that's not how it works.
Wow, dude, what's funny about the growth hormone is I've known people like the actual real dosage for people like my buddy when he was younger. Dude, they take like an insane amount.
Yeah, whenever they're like in 6th grade, though.
Yeah.
Growth hormone made adults get taller than bodybuilders would all be tall as hell.
But and you could get knee implants now for height increase.
This guy in Springfield.
So they break your legs and they install a metal rod in there.
That's what Ross did.
Who did it, Lucas?
Do you remember Ross, Silas's friend? A great physique, smaller, short.
Yeah, I think so.
I forgot his last. He had a great physique, but he was like super. He was like 5'5", 5'4", and he was like super self-conscious. So he had his legs broken. That's what they do.
Why? What is wrong?
Because they extend them, so they break them, and I don't know the science behind it. They break them and they stretch them out to make you taller.
No, they add to it, and it gives you a couple inches. Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, dude, I'm not that. I don't know. Some people.
We don't have that. I mean, Lucas, how tall are you?
Well, I'm not that insecure, but I wouldn't give a fuck if I was 5'5".
You're 5'10", though. That's kind of tall.
Yeah, I'm normal.
Your life would be completely different if you were 5'2".
He wasn't that short, bro.
Dude, especially with social media, short guys are just like destroyed by women. They're always the joke, short king. Like, it's just.
I don't. What does short king mean?
Women apparently they like taller guys.
Hold up, we got a girl right here. Should I ask her? Can I ask you a question? What's the question?
Minimum height on a guy she would date? Minimum height.
Okay, so what's the ideal height what's the ideal height on a guy?
Like attractive wise?
Yeah.
Wait, yes.
The ideal height would be
6 foot, right?
What, Julie? What was he saying? In between what?
5'8" and 6 feet.
In between 5'8" and 6 foot.
Oh,
man, Julie are too tall.
I'll tell you.
She's very perfect.
I'll tell you.
Some girls say,
and
I'm
she's 5'3".
6 foot up.
You're too tall, bro.
No, she's reasonable. Some girls are like, I only take guys 6 foot and up.
Oh, she's reasonable. Yeah. I've met girls like that. And I'm like, dude, how many 6 foot and up guys, good looking dudes ever sit together?
Guys who make a K year.
Yeah. It's like, it's not a big pool.
1% of the population.
What?
Actually, my guy.
Yeah.
He's like 5'6", 5'7".
Oh, 5'6", 5'7". Yeah, but you're 5'3".
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but she's very short. As long as the guy's taller than her, right?
As long as the guy is taller than you, yeah. I would.
Dude, 6 foot is about average for Americans.
6 foot is average for for Americans.
No, 5'8" is the average. Google it and share your screen.
I don't need Google, bro. I know I'm around people.
I'm kind of scared to share my screen though, because I don't want to see what I searched for. Well, no, I noticed that.
This isn't a live podcast.
Well, no, I'm curious too. Well, no, but I don't want to edit this. I want to edit as little as possible.
It'll be good.
Average guy's height. Wait, do you think it's 5'8"?
American height.
Average male American.
But like, Ben, I'm talking about like under 25. Like younger guys, they're all about 6 foot now.
Really?
Dude, like you go to high school now. I'm like average height now.
What is the average height? 5'9", it says.
5'9".
Yeah, but that's including like 80-year-olds. I'm talking about like 18 to 25-year-olds right now.
This is the average height is 5'9", and average weight is 197. 198.
Well, I guess America's obese, so that's.
Yeah, dude, that's all people. There's a dramatic difference between.
Hold on, I never asked you guys this question. I never asked Lucas or Ryan. what is the ideal? So if you wanted a guy to win open bodybuilding, Mr. Olympia class, what is the ideal height you would make him? Say it's a video game and it's a bodybuilder video game and you got to pick the height. What would you pick?
5'9".
5'9", right? That's what I would pick.
5'8". Well, which is funny because Hadi Chupon is 5'5" or something, right?
No, is he?
Dude, he's not 5'9".
The perfect height is 5'8"
Men's open.
and 5 quarters.
So to get as big as possible, if you're 5'9", 5'10", 5'8", you could be fucking huge.
5'9" is the perfect height for bodybuilding.
You could be fucking humongous. Like,
So
Hey, how
explain
tall is Jay Cutler?
5'9".
Jay is about 5'9".
Do you think
So
that's why
explain
Lucas
that.
chose that?
So Jay's about 5'10". He's about 5'10".
So
Jay's-
explain
Jay's-
that to people.
Jay's
though.
exactly 5'9". Lucas has had him measured.
I don't have a crush on color or anything. He was one of my favorites.
Go.
One of my favorites too was the guy who just passed away, Gustavo Bedell. Did you know that, Ryan? He passed away.
I saw he passed away.
Yeah, he was.
He
one
always
of my
looked.
favorites.
He was always. I mean, what was he? 5'9".
50 years old, bro.
He's only 50.
Only 50.
Oh
That's
yeah,
old as shit for a bodybuilder. He made it, bro.
and 50.
Yeah.
And then do you guys remember? I don't think Julian probably knows this guy, but Paco Batista,
I've heard of him. I don't.
Oh my
Which
God.
one was that?
shredded out of his ass and just like thick and dense, terrible shape, but just super shredded and big.
From back in our day or when?
Early 2090s. So I started following bodybuilding. I remember in 2006 was the first Olympia I ever
Dude,
watched.
this guy's dude. This is the man. When did he die?
Yeah, Paco Batista. No, I think he's still alive.
Oh well, Julian needs to Google this because this is back whenever they were just mass monsters, just to be mass monsters.
See,
I will.
Yeah,
I will. I don't really post as much old school shit, but I will.
Dude, you need to post this guy. Here,
I'm sure. I'm surprised
the
I've heard of Paco Batista. All right, I can share my screen and show Paco Batista.
Yeah, share your screen, bro. It's fine.
Dude, but they're gonna see, Bang Bros 24.
We don't want more.
Dude, come on, I'm a human being.
There's I text Julian the pic. Or wait, can you put it up
Paco
here?
Batista.
I'm looking
That's
at
the
it.
pic. That's the picture you need to put up.
Oh shit!
So yeah, he's like 5'8". So
Off-season bulk program.
well, he's shredded. I mean, so guys watching, bodybuilding, his shape is terrible. There's no V taper, but he's shredded, dry, and ginormous. Now,
So this is an example of a guy with bad genetics and
Yes.
how you're limited by your genetics. Because this guy probably trained harder and lifted harder, dieted harder than everybody, but there's only so much you can do.
Absolutely.
Bodybuilding is so genetic centric. Fucking nuts.
Yeah, that was actually one of my questions too. Is because a lot of people, I mean, I don't get it as much now because I don't I'm not an active bodybuilder. But what would you say to guys who, I do meet a lot of young guys who I want to compete or I want to be a bodybuilder. How much of bodybuilding is, and building a physique is genetics, and how much of it is just hard work?
So here's my opinion on that. So I would never full send bodybuilding because it would be a waste of time and health for me because I don't have the genetics, in my opinion, to do what I want in bodybuilding. I could probably do men's physique, but I would never want to do that. But
Why is that though? Explain that to
it
people.
comes
Who
down
have
to
no
your
idea.
genetics. It comes down to your health, how much your health waist, or look at that front level. Holy shit! Look at those arms. He kind of has a big waist though.
Dude, his waist is.
I don't think it's kind of, dude. This is the waist in 2001. Fucking who gives a shit about the waist? It's getting huge, bro. This is what it was back in the day.
It's the bubble gut era. No, I was kidding.
Dude, well, and everybody thinks it's because of drugs, but it wasn't just that, dude. Back then, everybody was crushing food trying to get huge back then, and eating McDonald's and shit.
Yeah.
So no, it's.
All right.
Or Julian, go ahead. So why would you never choose bodybuilding?
So no, when it comes to genetic and shit, So you don't really know your genetics. So if someone asked me, how do I know if I have the genetics to do it? I would say diet and train and, do that for 10 years and then see what your physique is like.
It doesn't take fucking 10 years to figure out somebody's genetics.
I really think it takes a while, bro.
Dude, you can look at a fucking NFL running back and tell they have bodybuilding genetics.
No, but
How?
What do you want to do? Like, do you want to
Google Maurice Jones-Drew and tell me he was not a future bodybuilder if he wanted to be.
Ex-Jaguar, UCLA, Maurice Jones-Drew.
Oh, he's the man. I had him in fantasy this last year.
Yeah, dude, look at that neck, dude. If that guy wanted to be a bodybuilder, he could go win whatever he wanted. Look at that.
Well, he's fat here. These are bad
Yeah,
examples.
but look at that. If he got in shape, dude, you're telling me that. Look at his calves, dude.
Well, this leads to another point of mine. I think the best sport that correlates with bodybuilding is football.
I mean, it depends. Phil Heath was a basketball player.
Yeah.
Phil Heath is a basketball player.
But Phil Heath-
But Phil Heath did look more like a running back than a basketball player. Absolutely.
Yeah, Phil Heath was short.
Yeah, dude, Saquon Barkley.
This is the boy. They call him Saquon in New York.
Yeah.
Saquon.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Landry Jones back in the day. You remember him, Lucas? Or
Yeah.
no, it wasn't Landry Jones. What was?
No,
what
that was the Alabama quarterback.
the LSU guy. What was his name?
Oh, who was played a defensive end.
No, he was a.
So this
defensive
is
back.
Landry Jones is an example of a
LeBron.
non-bodybuilder.
Yeah, there's an example of not. That guy doesn't need to train 10 years to be told he's not a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
No, but Brian, when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about average people. I'm not talking about
Well,
genetics.
the average person doesn't have bodybuilding genetics.
Well,
So
but
this right here,
out, right?
this is Kai Green, drug-free as a teenager.
Well, so to answer Lucas's question, though, like anybody can build a physique. It's just like what level are we talking about? It's like anything else. Like anybody can get better at basketball, but not everybody can go to the NBA.
Yes.
That's the point I'm trying to. It's really, it comes down. What do you want to do? You know what I mean? I know
What if
I
it's-
personally could never be an open bodybuilder, so I would never pursue it. You know what I mean?
Well, yes. I mean, well, the thing is, you're tall. You'd have to eat a tremendous amount of food.
I'm too tall. I would take 30 before out.
You'd have to take a lot of drugs.
Yeah, I would
a
have
lot
to-
of drugs. Yeah, it's not realistic, but there's the Jamie, the UK guy. What's his name? Jamie the Giant. So you can be tall, but I could tell right away. Maybe not from looking from somebody before they lift, but if you lift for 6 months, send me your picture and I will tell you if you have the potential to be it depends on a successful bodybuilder.
Well, to be clear, Julian and Lucas, you guys both have pretty fucking good genetics. Even
For
I have
average
pretty-
people, yes.
even
For average
I have
people.
Lucas-
upper body, pretty
Lucas
fucking good
has-
genetics. Julian has freak quads. Lucas has.
No,
I have great
top
genetics.
1%
Lucas has bodybuilding genetics. I have athlete genetics, and you're a mixture of both.
No, I'm not even talking about athletics, dude. Julian, compared to the average person, you have good bodybuilding genetics.
Yeah, you have good. You're just tall.
I
so it
don't
takes-
think people realize what the average fucking person is.
Yeah. Well, just Google the average American 5'9", 190.
But even with that, Julian, you have a lot of muscle for your size, and you
Yeah,
and you have elite legs.
I'm
Elite legs. Before you,
240. That's small in bodybuilding.
No, but
Dude,
you're not. No, but he's saying you're not even pushing it though. So the thing about bodybuilding is, how good can you be? It's just what are you willing to do? You can't. I mean, it's not worth it for you because it just doesn't make sense. There's no reason to.
I mean,
you
I'm
could.
health conscious as well. I'm health conscious. I
Well,
give a
yeah,
shit.
if you're health conscious, definitely don't do open bodybuilding.
well, I mean,
Right.
I think guys like Jay Cutler have proved that you can still do it health conscious.
But I don't. Yeah.
Other genetic.
But the difference, but just like we were talking about, Lucas probably has top 1% genetics. Julian maybe has top 3%. Jay Cutler has top 0.0000001%.
Yeah, exactly. There's
it
levels.
doesn't matter what the fuck you do, you're not beating Ronnie Coleman. Like it doesn't matter.
Here's the number one genetic, in my opinion: health genetics. Can your body tolerate a lot of drugs? Can your body tolerate force feeding, heavy training? If your body could tolerate that and recover, genetically, that's the most important. I don't really think that's more important than muscle genetics.
Well, and that's something that for me, a genetic that that I don't never thought of is I can eat whatever the fuck I want.
And
that's why I get to
out of shape. What is your weight, Ryan?
My weight right now?
Yeah, you're 6'1", what?
I'm 230 is my normal weight.
Well, you're tall, so yeah, I'm
6'1", 230. That's what I am with like just normal.
Wait, so we forgot the question of the week is, did Julian go to the gym?
Dude, you guys have a tour of my own personal gym right now?
He just works out of his house now.
No, he showed it. Dude, he has got a legit gym.
Dude, I
ordered
machines. I'll show you when the machines come.
Yeah, dude, he's ordering more machines. I told you he's not moving to Vegas.
My thing about the gym is like
shipping them to Vegas, and they're going in my garage.
Sure they are.
I'm not in a rush, guys. Listen. I've been in 10 years. It feels good to be saving money for once. 10 years of getting kicked in the dick. I lived in Philadelphia, New Jersey, Manhattan, Miami with Lucas.
Yeah.
Last 10 years, and that's where all my basically money is went.
Right, so you texted me the other day. When is the Fusion event, or what is this? Labor Day's next week.
I will be. Well, hopefully, this is a really good podcast, by the way. Hopefully, this airs soon. I will be at Fusion Gym September 1st and September 2nd. I will be training with a couple friends. There's a huge influencer event. A lot of people with with platforms on Instagram will be there, and it's good for networking. And I think it's open gym, so if you're in town, stop by in Philadelphia, Fusion Gym, September 1st and 2nd.
So that's Friday,
Saturday of Memorial Day. Or is it Memorial Day? Or what is it?
Yeah, that's Memorial
Labor Day. No, Labor Day.
Oh, Labor Day. Yeah, duh.
Labor Day.
And so how far is Fusion Gym from you right now?
So I'm in New York, and it's in Philadelphia. So I'm going to drive, and I'm going to Airbnb or stay at a friend's in Philly.
I have no idea how far that is, bro.
It's like 3 hours.
Oh, so it's quite a bit.
Yeah, because you drive through New York, Jersey, and then you get to Philly.
Okay. So the dude's having who's showing up? Who's the biggest? Like, has he said anything?
I don't know exactly who's showing up, but I know a lot of influencers will be there. Like
it's like a big deal.
I will let you know who I see there, but yeah, it's a big deal. They're flying people out to there. They're paying for people's hotels. He offered to pay for my hotel, but I said I'm going to stay at a friend's house.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Damn, he offered to pay for your hotel? That's awesome.
Yeah. Tony is a good guy.
Yeah, he seems like it. And then you're sponsoring the Dubai show.
Yeah, and I'm the official online sponsor of Dubai Pro Muscle Show. They have every class, men's open, classic, men's physique, women's classes. It's one of the biggest pro shows of the year. They have a huge expo. Chris Bumstead will be there. Some of the top names will be there. It's one of the biggest.
It's a pro show, right?
Yeah.
And that's a win.
It's in 3 months, so like about 2 months. Yeah. My deal with them is 12 posts over these next 3 months.
And they're paying you, obviously.
Yeah. And they offered to let me go to the show for free, but I'm not going to go 20 hours to a show right now.
Yeah, you're going to need like 4 Saturdays. 20-hour flight. You're going to need a Tiger Woods.
I think the Olympia. We'll see. Right now I'm in the market of buying pages, so I might just save up for that.
Yes. Yeah, Ryan is trying to buy. Well, Ryan doesn't know the Instagram thing, but he's trying to buy.
Yeah, I'm buying like fitness pages. Yeah.
Building a network. Yeah. Okay, let me go. I missed the topics. So kind of. I just saw that Paco Batista picture. So that's so. But he was still a top 10. I don't know if he did top 10 at the Olympia was his best.
But to tell Julian probably already knows this, but like the type of bodybuilding I like is Paco Batista guys. Like,
yeah.
To me, that shit's way funner than
bodybuilder's bodybuilder. You know?
Yes. Like Paco Batista is fun to look. I'd rather look at that.
That's
guy
bodybuilding to us.
Like Ryan hates classic.
Huh?
You hate the classic division. You like men's open.
I don't hate anything. I respect anybody that can get in shape, but which would I rather hang out with, Marcus Rule or Frank Zane? Marcus Rule, absolutely.
Dude, that was great. Yeah, that describes you right there. Perfect.
Marcus
See,
Rose.
I'd rather hang out with Frank Zane.
I mean, dude, I'd hang out with either of them, but I'm using that as an example. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
they're both cool. I respect anybody who takes care of them. And, I mean, I have respect for Lucas's dad that just keeps himself in shape.
Runs
Even Bob
marathons,
takes care of himself. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's where you got to.
I respect fat asses too. If you're gonna be fat and have fun, eat whatever you want. That's where I'm headed. It's all good. Let's drink beer at McDonald's. It's whatever.
I gotta blow my nose. 1 sec.
No, but we always liked bodybuilding because the classic is newer. I mean, super new. And then men's physique is I don't know.
Well, for us, we're always gonna like the freaks of the freaks.
I liked bodybuilding to be huge. I think it's what
we had Ronnie and Jay. Like we also came. I mean, what? Maybe. I mean, that's definitely kind of the prime of bodybuilding. I mean, obviously for us, we're biased, I guess, but
most people say the prime is the 90s. You know, which was I started following in 2006. So, a long time ago, but not that long ago.
We followed before 2006. Oh no, you're right. Yeah,
no,
right.
2006. I remember it was the first Olympia.
You're right.
I bought the live stream in 2006. But every time I see talk to a young guy at the gym, which is one of the reasons why I like Miami Iron so much, because there's a lot of younger people who are into working out. I always ask them, I'm like, so what do you like? What do you like? Like, what do you want to be? Do you want to be huge or more, classic? That's I always ask them because I'm curious. And a lot of them actually say they still want to be huge. So I'm always I'm happy when people say that because that's what bodybuilding is to me. It's it's bodybuilding. You want to get as big as possible. I'm not trying to be pretty per se.
But I say that. But part of the reason why I respect Marcus Rule is because a normal human shouldn't be fucking doing that though.
Yeah, no. We're not talking.
Marcus Rule should have won an Olympia.
No, we shouldn't.
No.
Come on, Julian.
Yeah, he did terrible for.
He should have beat Ronnie. He should have beat Ronnie that year.
He was just giant. Oh, what's funny about Marcus Rule is he's still pretty big. I mean, he's just one of those dudes.
And he would smoke cigarettes in his off season.
Yeah, dude.
Legend.
Dude, Marcus. Yeah, dude. Well, I think that's part of it too. Is it's not just, and some of that is we touched on that on whatever the podcast. Part of that is it's just a different era. Back then, people, it was cool to stay covered up and then show up and it was just completely different mentality. Back in the day, you hid. Now now everybody shows off, and back then it was yeah, I don't know. It was just
Well, it's show off because dude, social media. We talked about the first time. Social media is the worst. The worst thing to happen. I mean, it's great for business, whatever, but the worst thing to happen to society, in my opinion. Social media is horrible for most people unless you're strong-headed, because it forces these people to stay in shape year round and take drugs to stay in shape. R.I.P. Joe Aesthetics. It's horrible. And then if I post me and people will be like, "Oh, that guy's fat," and I'm like, "Dude, just because you're used to seeing these shredded guys, social media is the worst."
Such a good point. I want to say
mental health problems. Social media is the worst.
It is not healthy to be that lean that long.
For most people.
Most people. Now, the guy we're referring to, I don't want to talk about I don't want to talk about people passing away, RIP. But if you're super hard, you're doing something to get that.
Well,
way.
I mean, Joe Aesthetic would still be here if he didn't take. No, we shouldn't do politics, everyone.
No.
If he didn't take. Yeah, no politics. No. I
don't gonna say why he died.
Well,
I read it all year round.
No, he didn't. He died. I mean, who knows why he died? A lot of stuff. It's not one specific thing. And dude, you can absolutely be lean year round. I mean, people in Miami are lean year round, but not hard, vascular.
But I think,
how lean can you be year round? What
I would say
people can be lean year round.
8%.
Well, I think,
dude, not everyone is fat asses like or me and Ryan who eat whatever. Yeah. 8%. But if you're hard,
there's tons of softball guys that play outfield that drink beer, eat whatever the fuck they want. They're in their 30s to 45s, and a big thing is they smoke cigarettes. That helps them keep lean. And these guys have abs.
They're cigarettes still?
Huh?
They still smoke cigarettes?
Oh yeah, dude.
In 2023,
because softball, most softball players, especially in 35s, 40s, they all did tobacco, so they're still chewing
They
stuff.
chew dip.
Yeah, they chew dip, and they tons of them.
See, but they're lean though. They're not like hard looking.
I mean, dude. I mean, how vascular do you want a fucking 180-pound 45-year-old to be? These guys.
Dude, the guy at Elevation. I don't want to mention this guy's name because anybody, the guy who's hard all the time, celeb trainer. That can't be good. And I've heard stuff about him from Miami Iron people too, bro, which I'll tell you later.
Well,
I was just saying it's not healthy to be lean and hard all the time.
I think I completely disagree. There's a lot of people that there's a lot of people that don't do drugs and exercise a ton, work for a real living, like work construction shit, and actually stay busy, and don't eat a stupid amount of food, and you can still be lean, dude. There's tons of people that.
I mean, the main thing I'm referring to is the drugs. Obviously, that gives you the hard appearance. Yeah, obviously you can.
Well, and I think you're talking about if you look like you're if you're dry, if you have a dry.
Well, you've seen Joe Aesthetics, R.I.P. You saw what he looks. You saw what he looked like.
But did he even have that good of a physique though? He wasn't like Joey Swole, was he?
No, he didn't really have. Now people are going to be so confused when we say Joe Aesthetics didn't have a good physique because he was like
Joe Aesthetics.
To
me, he didn't even look like a. Pull him up, show him to me. I didn't even think he looked like super roided out.
Ryan, he competed in men's physique.
I don't like to talk about the dead though, bro.
He's already dead. We might as well talk about him.
We're not talking shit on him. We're actually giving him props.
So Joe, I know Joe well because I follow everything.
Yeah, he did actually.
He would want us to talk about him.
No, so he had an amazing physique, but as far as he didn't really have like a great bodybuilding proportions physique. No, people are going to be really confused when we say that though, bro, because they don't know bodybuilding.
Do his Instagram.
I mean, what do you want to see?
Click on the front double in and out to the left.
I mean, dude, he's shredded. He is way more shredded and hard than I thought he was. Yeah.
Oh, dude, he looked like this year round.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in better shape than I thought he was. He's dry and hard. Yeah.
No, dude, he looked like this all the time.
So Joe,
he's fat there.
He was known to be the most shredded guy on Instagram year round.
All the time.
That's what
I stand corrected on that one. Yeah, he's dry.
So that's what I meant by lean. And I mean, you want to be lean. You want to be lean.
So Lucas, are we talking drugs on here or not? Like, what are we doing?
I'll talk juice. I don't care.
Okay, well, but probably the reason that if so what you're saying is you're not saying it's necessarily unhealthy to look like that, but if he's popping a bunch of orals and taking Winnie year round,
which he is to look like this, bro, guys. Most people don't know much about juice. To look like this, that's not natural. Now he's not doing massive cycles, dude. I'll talk about steroids. I don't care. I think more people.
He said his cycle. I knew.
Yeah. This buddy is still taking.
But just because somebody says something doesn't mean it's true.
Yeah, but you don't look. Okay, so let me Google.
Clear trend.
Let me. Who's
Primo and Trent, low dose Trent, and that's all he was taking.
Well, if he's taking Trent year round, it might not be
this guy. All right, so this guy on the right, you can look like that year round. Yeah, absolutely.
Dude,
you see the difference?
What I'm talking about though. This is normal people. I'm talking about bodybuilding.
Dude, but I'm just saying, being lean year round is totally healthy, obviously, but like this, not like this.
Very good.
Well, yeah, there's that difference between 5 to 6% and 2 to 3%, like body fat percent.
So you guys are saying don't go below 8% year round.
No, I didn't. I would say that's an.
Joe Aesthetics is below 5% year round.
I don't think it's the percentage. It's the look. Like it's almost like
everyone's
almost. Right. You can tell he's dry. Like the dryness is.
Yeah, the dryness is from anti-estrogens, and the dryness is from gear, anti-estrogens and juice. Obviously,
it's crazy that he's not here anymore. It's just still hasn't really hit me.
Now, even now we're not saying I'm not saying like steroids kill you, but you got to be smart if you do them.
They shorten your life.
And I'm not saying he was smart either,
think
but it
Julian
definitely wasn't.
I think Julian touched on it. That is a huge underrated genetic factor. Is like
exactly
because because it's not. I mean, it's the same thing with like the vaccine.
What about
like,
Joey Swole though? He's lean all the time and huge all the time.
Yeah, I mean, but click on his picks.
You're right. He is pretty lean all the time. That's actually a good point.
So yeah, but he eats very healthy. Does a lot of cardio.
Joey Swole has better health genetics.
Well, and I also don't think Joe. Well, there you go. I also don't think Joey Swole is taking like a lot of shit, bro. I think he's just had a lot of muscle mass, and dude, it's not hard to maintain.
I mean, you do have to realize some of these guys are freaks among freaks.
Freaks.
Yes.
Joey's a freak.
I would say Joey Swole has freak genetics. He does backflip. I mean, Joey Swole is.
I mean, like, John Ott trained bodybuilding hardcore for 4 years and then randomly went and started doing jujitsu, like training hard for 4 hours. Most people can't do that. Like,
No.
And Ott's a perfect example. I mean, Ott eats really clean, but he's been probably under 8%, and he's way healthier than all of us probably.
If you consider Ott healthy.
Oh, absolutely. For what he's doing, yeah.
You have no idea unless you see someone's blood work, dude, because how you look doesn't mean you're healthy or not healthy.
Well, yeah, you never know for sure. You never know.
But I would say if you're doing a lot of so if you talk to these bodybuilders when they're in prep, even though they're taking more stuff in prep, they're healthier because they're eating cleaner, they're doing tons of cardio. I mean, if you're doing a lot of
but not like 6 weeks out though.
No, but I mean, if you're doing a lot of cardio, you're going to be healthier than somebody who's not. And Ott has stayed pretty. I mean, I don't know what he's doing drug wise or anything, but he does cardio year round.
Well, yeah, I thought I was making the argument that staying lean can be good.
Oh, absolutely! I think you should stay lean.
All right,
I just like to eat.
But we all agree though there is like maybe like
levels
a zone between like 8 to 12% or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I think Joe Aesthetics was a little
year round.
What's that?
I would argue that you shouldn't be single digits year round. There should be a point of the year where you hit double digit body fat, where you're around 10%, where your body can take a break, and then you should be single digit body fat, maybe half the year, 1/4 of the year.
I think it depends a lot on the person and their genetics
and how you're eating.
No, but we're saying for like overall health, for your average person.
Yeah, but my point is like to some degree, Joey Swole was maybe more healthy than Joe Aesthetics because he has more muscle, so he can eat more.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know Joey Swole eats.
Joe Aesthetics is taller on the taller end too.
Yeah, and I know Joey's. I mean, a lot of it is genetics, eating clean, and a lot of it too is only what we see. Like Joey Swole changed up his content totally. You never post himself his physique, so. I mean, sometimes he does, but who knows when the picture is. But I've never seen him fat, but he would never post himself fat either.
Oh, so, yeah, you never know. But my point is making the general statement to the general population that being to me, whenever I hear lean or shredded, I think abs and vascular, and that's not necessarily unhealthy to be.
No, I would agree. Okay, next topic I have. Oh man, now we got company at that. What are we talking about? Physique. I said Pat Holmes, best quarterback. Man, we talked a lot about. We are about 9.5 minutes. All right, let's wrap it up.
Are you good on time?
Yeah, I had Sierra pick up my kids, so I got. I play softball at 6:30, so I'm like an.
Okay, we'll do like 2 more things.
Yeah, I can do it.
Ohtani. So why are these guys from Japan?
Bro, Ohtani's injured.
He blew out his elbow. Did you know that, Lucas?
No, I haven't really been following.
Literally like last night, right? 2 nights ago.
Right. How and which is it his throwing arm?
His throwing arm, yeah. He's done pitching for the year.
But he's hitting still.
Yeah, he's still not hit. He's got to break Aaron Judge's record.
How did he hurt it?
Just throwing 105 miles per hour with a nasty splitter.
Yeah, it happens, bro. Wait, so
Wait, Ryan. How serious is this injury in baseball?
He's already had it. He did it like 3 or 4 years ago. It's not as serious.
Into in basketball terms, like rolling.
It's probably like it's a torn ACL in basketball.
No, what?
He's
He's
still
done for a
playing.
year, but he'll be able to come back. Yeah.
This is
It's
career.
maybe,
No, it's not career ending, bro.
no, ACL's not career ending anymore.
It's not ending, altering his career. He might have to.
But
adapt.
he's still playing though. He just can't pitch.
Yeah. So the big problem, Julian, is this is his second.
Of the exact same injury.
Huh?
Same elbow, second time.
So a lot of people have it once and they come back even stronger and actually throw harder. But the people who have it twice, it's not a good indication because it's an indication that like once you have it a second time, it's an indication you're probably gonna keep having it over and over again.
He's not gonna. His pitching career is fucked.
Probably. Without doing the research, though, I'm pretty sure a few people have had a couple and came back though. But yeah, it's really if it was his first, I mean whatever. But it's his second in like 5 years. So,
bro, this is his dude. He's
the topic was is Ohtani the best ever, and I said why are Japan players so good?
Who said?
So I guess, huh?
Who asked that?
No, that's my question.
Oh.
This is my question. Is Ohtani the best ever, and why are Japanese players so good at baseball?
I don't think there's many Japanese in the league, is there?
Yeah, but they.
So Japanese aren't allowed to come over here. In their culture, they can't come over here.
Here we go talking about race again.
Wait, that's fine. I can talk about this. I'm not talking about race.
I'm just kidding.
This is
true. Yeah.
People. Never mind. I'm not going in that direction. But yeah.
Wait, what is the? I didn't know Japanese players are not allowed to come to USA.
Yeah, so it's not like so they have the second best league in the world.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Their major leagues over there is like a touch above AAA here probably. And
I didn't know that.
And so none of them, they can't come. A lot of times they sign contracts and then the MLB teams have to like pay him to come over here. And a lot of times they don't come over. So like Ichiro didn't come over here until he was like 30 or something. And Shohei came over a little bit younger, but even that, it's not like he came over whenever he was 16, like somebody from the Dominican Republic or whatever.
Bryce Harper.
Oh yeah, like Bryce Harper. But yeah, the reason the Japanese are so good is because they still focus on like bunting, like
fundamentals.
Don't even give a shit about bunting anymore. Like,
yeah,
and Japanese culture is just a lot more disciplined than we are. Like, and they also they aren't as one-on-one competitive. Like, not to get into the school system, but like they all help each other. It's way more collaborative. So over there, probably like the shittiest Japanese person over there probably can still throw and play catch. It's like if you ever play with your dad probably can still throw and catch a ball. Whereas because that's just, at that age, whether like my stepdad he's a mechanic. He doesn't give a crap about sports, but he still throws harder than me, and he still can lace a line drive if you take him. He subbed on my softball team one time, and that's just they grew up in that culture of just playing, and then the Japanese, that's what they care about. That's their sport. That's their football for us now. Like,
so the main sport in Japan is baseball. Yeah, I mean,
for sure.
Yeah, I did. I didn't know why exactly. I know they're extremely disciplined. Not many Japanese.
You can come down here if you want.
Not many Japanese bodybuilders besides Hidetada, who's actually coming back for the Masters. Did you guys know that?
No.
Masters Olympia.
Didn't something happen with him?
Hold on, he's doing 212 Masters, not Open.
Yeah, he did two. Well, he did both back in the day.
Well, the Masters is doing 212.
Okay.
So
he got injured.
He'll probably win the 212. But the Open is there's a good top 6.
Is Kamal not doing the 212?
No, he's doing Open. It's Kamal, Max Charles, Phil Kalahar, John LaQuartis, I think his name is.
So they released the lineup. We'll go over that another time.
Yeah.
If
yeah.
anybody cares. I
So, yeah, we can
don't,
survive.
so wait, what is the Masters? 15 over?
It's 40.
40 and over. Yeah, Hidetada, we met him at City Athletic Club in Vegas.
Yeah, he was always around.
I saw him at Dragon's Lair hitting arms. He had a great.
Was he dating Iris?
Yeah.
They have a gym.
I remember.
Yeah.
So the funniest thing ever. So whenever I moved out to Vegas, I was playing basketball and working out at 24-hour Fitness, and I just came in to lift weights one time on like a Saturday at like 2 p.m. or something. And Iris and Hide were working out, like doing like stiff leg deads with like 150 pounds. And everyone was just like, what the heck?
I didn't know they dated, but they have a Powerhouse Gym Las Vegas together.
Oh, they opened a gym out there? Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Vegas is the hot spot. I mean, so when we lived there, it was the Lift Factory, City Athletic Club, LVAC, and so that was it, right?
Yeah.
Lift Factory
LVAC, the Athletic Club, and Lift Factory is where we had memberships.
was the main three. So now Vegas is the hot spot, though. I mean, I know Ryan probably don't really follow bodybuilding as much, but dude, now they got Fit Club, which is owned by one of the trainers at City Athletic Club, Ryan something. I forgot his last name. The guy with the huge calves. And he was like kind of a goofy guy, like very fun guy. He'd always wear like a Gucci bag, and he had like ginormous calves. You would know if you saw him, but
What?
he's the owner, Ryan something.
Oh, Fit Club?
Yeah, you know his Instagram.
Ryan
bro.
Garcia.
He was like one of the top trainers at City Athletic Club.
Yeah, he's a good trainer. He's a good trainer.
He has huge calves. I remember we were like, bro, there's got to be implants or something. He has crazy calves. So the Fit Club, Dragon's Lair, which is Flex Lewis's. What else, Julie? Powerhouse.
So Vegas is Fit Club, Dragon's Lair, LVAC, Powerhouse, Lift Factory, Torture Gym.
Oh yeah, the one that just opened.
Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, but Torture Gym is the newest one. But it's all new tech. It's all new tech equipment, which is equipment that's supposed to hit your muscles and no joints. Apparently, that's the rumors. Where it hits the muscle only, and it's very joint centric and safe.
Yeah, it's engineered well.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. So Vegas is like the hot spot for bodybuilding now, which is, I guess, I was 6 years. I always say, like, man, when I competed, dude, if I lived in like Vegas or even here when I competed, because I remember like that's Ozark with the best, like, it had a plate loaded leg press, one, and that was like an amazing thing. And now these gyms now are crazy.
So what would be different though?
Dude, I had access to better machines, better equipment.
You still would have found some girl that would have made you barbell squat, and you would have still blown out your leg.
Yeah. Don't talk shit on shit.
We're
it's just, I'm equipment. No, but just crazy. I was like, man, these not that like these people, these kids now have it so good because like we had a good gym, we still had good gyms. But it's crazy how all these gyms have awesome equipment.
No, the main reason why I quit lifting was because there wasn't a good gym to train at.
Recently, you're saying?
No, in 2011, whenever they called.
Oh yeah.
For deadlifting.
So it's totally different now. I mean, that was 12 years ago. It's totally different now. And I mean, at least at most gyms. In Kansas City, the best gym is, or the main gym is Jason May's gym.
Oh no, that's where social media. That's granted, everybody might have mental health issues because they're trying to look good, but everybody's trying to look good. So gyms are way.
No, social media is just good and bad. Good and bad.
There's a lot of good and a lot of bad.
I would say overall it's good, but it's if you can control it.
Out of control.
I think it's like anything else. The smart people are going to use it smart, and the dumb people are going to use it dumb. Like
absolutely. Okay, so let's end with.
And then the evil people are going to use it for evil too. I think that's the scary part.
Yeah, let's finish this up because
I want to end with. Well, the end with is a favorite athlete of all time. Or top 3 or something. So I'll go first. Well, Man, do I have a favorite athlete? My favorite athlete is I mean, no one ever heard of. My favorite athlete of all time is B.J. Simmons, Texas Tech quarterback in 2003, because he threw for like 600 yards, 646 against Ole Miss. He threw for like 580. If anybody follows college football, Google B.J. Simmons 2003. He threw for like 5,800 yards, 56 touchdowns. And he was a gamer too. So he was like a good player and a gamer. So like Chase Daniels, except, I mean, taller. But he was a gamer and a good athlete. So I would say B.J. Simmons, who no one probably knows. And then, man, baseball. I don't know. I would say B.J. Simmons.
Ryan, you go next, Ryan.
Well, I named my kid Gehrig, so I'd have to go with Lou Gehrig.
Oh, that's pretty good. You named him after him?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Do you know another Gehrig?
That's sick.
So Lou Gehrig's your favorite. So why though? I don't know.
Well, the funny thing is I've gotten older. So whenever I was a kid, you read about Babe Ruth, and everybody like sucked up to Babe Ruth, and Lou Gehrig was always the quiet one putting in hard work. And so I used to think that, like, yeah, I'll be like Lou Gehrig, but now I realize I think I'm more like Babe Ruth because I like to party and eat like shit. No, but and so like what I am, I think part of the reason why I respected Lou Gehrig is because, like, I don't know, he just always put his head down and he never missed games, like, and he always showed up for work, and I think there was something about, like, he was just underrated, and then he died at an early age and like handled it like a man, like, I don't know, like, just for whatever reason that was something like. So my dad grew up, like, my dad always told me like old baseball stories and stuff, so I just, whatever reason, and I was left-handed first baseman, so that was part of it too. Like,
isn't it Lou Gehrig disease? I mean,
yeah, ALS, yeah, Lou Gehrig's disease, because he was they didn't even really know what it was back then.
So how good of an actual player was? I mean, obviously he's a Hall of Famer, but how good? Because you hear about Babe Ruth and Roger Maris.
Well, Lou Gehrig was a way better player than Roger Maris.
Oh, really?
Roger Maris wasn't even like on Mickey Mantle's level. That's one of the reasons why Roger Maris, if you remember the story, he's like pulling out his hair, is because they didn't want him to break Babe Ruth's record. They wanted Mantle to break it because everybody liked Mantle, and Maris wasn't that good. And Maris was kind of like he wasn't like Mickey Mantle was like the good-looking boy, like he always talked about like,
from New York.
Mantle.
They're both from New York.
Mantle was from Oklahoma. Mantle was from Oklahoma.
Oh, they both played for New York.
Yeah, but Mantle was a New York guy, though. Whenever he got there, he lived it up. He was in the scene. Like, yeah, he was a New York guy. Like,
you're from New York, basically.
Yeah, but to answer your question, I mean, like, Lou Gehrig is the best first baseman ever, and you could maybe make an argument for Albert Pujols now. But before Pujols, well, Jimmy Fox, but he's one of the best players ever for sure. Like,
Albert Pujols is literally like an all-time great.
Oh yeah, Albert Pujols. You can make a strong argument that he's the
best hitter ever.
Like, he had a
okay. So Lou Gehrig, Julian, go.
So I can't pick one. So here's how I do it.
You can name a few.
I pick one for each sport, and the athletes I like most are athletes that transcend the sport, where they come in and change the sport. So one of them would be Steph Curry. He changed the sport of basketball. He made everyone shoot threes, and he made the perimeter game. He made it a three-point game, basically. And I can relate to Steph Curry because he's 6'3". He's our height, schooling guys in the NBA, and he's the best shooter of all time. Shooting is a crazy skill in basketball. Like,
yeah, it's rhythm.
Hard skill to really master. And he's the best of all time. And another one would be Conor McGregor. He changed the fight game. He started the shit talk in fighting. He changed marketing for fighters. He made them paid, basically.
He's brilliant.
He's the GOAT of fighting. Another one would be, for me, Dorian Yates. I consider him an athlete. He changed bodybuilding. He made bodybuilding become big. Instead of being classic and small and old school, he made bodybuilding become big. Like, athletes who come in their sport and change the game are basically the GOATs, in my opinion. Those are like the top three I could think. Oh, and for football, Michael Vick. He hasn't played. What? Michael Vick.
Well, you can't.
What's up, buddy? You can come down here.
Wait, so Michael Vick would be one of your why Mike Vick?
He changed the sport of football.
Hey, I'll be back in 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead. So
Yeah,
Michael Vick, he started the running quarterback thing.
True.
So he
Crazy arm too.
Yeah, and he could throw, and he changed how defenses had to play the quarterback.
Okay.
So those are like my favorite athletes of all time.
Cool. So you listed one for
every
Man,
sport.
you got detailed with it. But also, my favorite. Well, you said bodybuilding, since this is somewhat fitness. I always liked Cutler, and then I don't really have a favorite bodybuilder per se. I always just like the mass guys, the big guys. Cutler.
Let me see.
Noise.
Yeah, let me see here.
I don't want to.
Wow, G-Rig. Hey, I'm Julian.
Say hi.
Hey, G-Rig, I'm Julian.
That's a future Hall of Fame.
Where did you just come from?
Wait.
You just came from school or
Yeah, he was at school.
school?
Yeah, bro, school just started.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, G-Rig, does he recognize Lucas?
Daddy,
Does he
don't
recognize?
No.
Yeah. Do you recognize Lucas? You remember Lucas?
Dude, I went there Thanksgiving.
Dad, why don't I have microphone too? Why do you?
All right, guys, we're going to sign out. Thanks for watching.
G-Rig, thanks for ending the show.
Yeah.
We sponsored